I think it was an incredible innings, especially the fact that the wicket was not easy to bat on. Especially the back of the length deliveries, it was quite difficult to get it away. Especially the spinners. The good thing, I don't think they bowled too many spinners. And also to some extent he was hampered, in between when he had a partnership with UV. UV twisted his ankle, so they couldn't, convert those 1.5 runs into twos. And to some extent because of that, we had to chase maybe one run per over more than what we would have liked. But I think it was tremendous batting effort by him. Superb batting, especially the areas where you want to score runs, where you want to play the big shots. And I feel more often than not, it is all about the selection of shots and the execution of shots. So I felt overall he was very good, and also the running between wicket, it really helps because you take minimum risk when you can run fast.
Mahi, congrats. It's quite extraordinary that Kohli is such a calm individual, which obviously reminds people of yourself. What is it about him that he remains so calm? The whole stadium was shouting and...
Did you say Kohli was calm or I am calm?
Yeah, he is becoming more and more like you. The whole stadium was shouting and, well... Yeah.
No, that's that you are in the best position to enjoy, when everybody is enjoying and having fun and celebrating the success that the team is having, you want to, click a picture of it and put it in your mind, because you won't really repeat it. You can obviously celebrate in the dressing room with your teammates, because at the end of the day, it's all about the team. Not everybody will score. Few of us will have bad days, but it's a responsibility that individuals take, to take that or make that extra effort and win the game, because of which you'll play one more game and you'll have one more chance, to prove yourself for the team and for the country. So it's a good thing, to have, and where it will also help him is, when the game goes on till the last over, because a lot of things pop into your head at that point of time, and when you're calm, it just helps you to pick the right one. It's not always that you pick the right one, but at least you're in a state of mind where you can pick the right decision, thinking about it, and you're not too impulsive about it. So it's definitely a good quality, but he'll always be the same. He will be an aggressive character, will be willing to take on challenges, and he'll be aggressive on the field. But he'll also improve, and that's what I felt is great. He's shifting in the right direction, but he's a tremendous character, and I feel he shouldn't lose his own character. That's what his strength is. So he's just batting amazingly well, and he's fantastic. He's fit, he can field anywhere, and at the same time he can run hard.
MS, when UV was hobbling in the middle, what was the kind of instructions, or what was the plan in the because he was not running hard, to call him back or to some instructions? It's
an easy decision, because you have two individuals who know the best over there. Yuvraj Singh has played more than 250 ODI games. Virat Kohli is the vice captain of the team, so you have to leave it to them to take the best decision at that point of time, because from outside you may crib about okay, maybe he's not able to take that extra double run, but also one of the factors, he has already played 9 to 10 deliveries, and the leg spinner was bowling, so he still had that chance of hitting a 6, just standing there and delivering it. So it was left up to them as to what was the best decision at that point of time, and that's where experience counts. When you have people who are batting, who are experienced, and in the middle, they can take their own decision as to what is the best when it comes to the team.
धोनी साहब, बहुत बहुत बधाई आपको. कलकत्ते का गेम, बाद में बैंगलोर, अनबिलीवेबल. यहाँ का कहने जवाब भी कुछ नहीं है इसका, आपके लिए बोलने के लिए भी मुझे. इसके बाद जो आज के जैसे युवराज की कुछ पोजीशन खराब है खेलने के हिसाब से, कुछ अपने ओपनिंग बैट्समैन भी काम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं कुछ कारण से, कुछ ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ टीम में बदलाव करना चाहिए क्या? आपने
करना चाहिए का नहीं पता, हो सकता है मे बी, बिकॉज हमें विकेट वहां पे देखना होगा किस तरीके का विकेट है. युवराज सिंह की बात की जाए तो इंजरी उसकी देखनी होगी कि इंजरी किस प्रकार की है, स्पेशली कल सवेरे और मे बी आफ्टर क्लोज टू 24 आवर्स में आपको एक अच्छा ओपिनियन मिलता है इंजरी के बारे में. सो एज ऑफ नाउ आई वोंट से, विल सी द विकेट देखेंगे. विल डेफिनेटली लाइक टू कीप अ रिप्लेसमेंट रेडी, जैसा कि अभी आप देखें भूवी हमारे साथ ट्रैवल कर रहा है, so that the guy is in touch with cricket, he practices with us, and he's in that mental space जहाँ पे अगर immediately उसको match खेलना पड़े तो he is ready to perform. So we'll definitely call for a replacement if the physio says that it is very bad, and we'll take it forward from there.
Kaushik bhai, sir, one question. Kaushik bhai.
After the last game, you spoke about how it was Bumrah's first interaction with pressure. Today also very early in his spell, he was put under pressure. Once again, he came back brilliantly. So, what is it that makes these young kids react so well to pressure?
I think the self-confidence in executing or knowing what your strength is, and as I have said, Yorker is something. If you can bowl Yorkers, you can easily fall back to Yorkers. People talk about Malinga. If you see his strength, yes, he swings the new ball, but if somebody goes after him, he's very good with the Yorkers. He has a slightly different action. I think the same is applicable to Bumrah also. He has a different action, and he actually watches the batsman right till the end. There have been quite a few instances where the batsman has gone for the lap shot and he actually bowled a slower delivery, which means he is watching the batsman till the end. And that's what gives him that strength and also the confidence that if needed I can bowl the Yorker. So that's what gives him that confidence to come back and bowl two very good overs for the team. And it really counts on a wicket like this, if you can restrict opposition to 160, especially when in the first 6 they have scored 60 runs. I thought it was a very good effort by the bowlers.
Mahi, you talked about Virat's innings. Can you also talk about your partnership with him in particular? Because when you arrived at the crease, it was like 10 or 11 or maybe 12 runs needed per over. So you guys broke down into running the singles and doubles.
He still needs to pay to me. I was running his runs. So. But I've said, in the middle overs, if you're a good runner, that really takes a bit of pressure off you, because what you can do is on these bigger outfields, you can. My point of view is also general point of view, because it's not only applicable to me, when I talk about, what I do in the middle, it's applicable to everyone, because that's how cricket is played. I'm not somebody who's great. I'm just, I play unorthodox cricket. I'm very simple cricket, push it in the middle, run a 2, if it's in your area, hit a 6. So it is very simple. I'm not someone like Virat who can hit over covers also, mid wicket, square leg, third man. I know my areas, and if it's there, I like to clear the boundary. That's what my strength has been, and in the middle overs it's all about running between the wicket. If you can take that double, that puts a lot of pressure on the fielders, and that actually pushes the captain to bring the fielder up slowly. You keep bringing them towards you, and then you have the power to clear over their head, and that's what really counts. One boundary, and the captain doesn't know where to have them at the boundary line or up.
I'll take last 2 questions. Gaurav, one question from you.
MS, everyone will talk about his stroke play, but how important is to be fit, running all those twos, and from Virat's point of view and your point of view, how important is fitness to those playing that sort of innings?
I think quite a few middle order batsmen who have been good, they have all been very good runners, right from Michael Bevan to lots of others, who bat in the middle overs, because you have the opportunity of pushing the fielder, especially, the fast bowlers, or every team has fielders who are not the quickest, or fielders who are quick but who don't have a strong shoulder. So you only have a few, like with us, we have a Jadeja who can field anywhere and everywhere. We have a Virat Kohli who can do that. But not every team has like 4 or 5 of them who can, field at important places. And that's where you eye them and say, okay, if it goes there, I'll try to push him, to take that extra run. And if you are able to do that, that puts a lot of pressure on the bowlers, because they have to bowl 10 overs, they are very fit, but at the same time you are making them run in the middle. Usually they bowl in the first 10, a few overs in the middle and at the death. So in between you're making them work hard, you're putting pressure on them, and when the pressure comes in the death overs, that's where they also commit mistakes.
Last question.
Ashish Nehra continues to be good early on and whenever needed, and again his economy rate was very good. So what's he doing right that he's been so consistent in this tournament particularly?
I think the experience counts, and also he knows his body. He's not someone who's 22, 23. But what's important is when you are over 35, you have to know your body, what your body needs, so that you can turn up for the next game and give your best. And that's what really counts. He's somebody who still loves to bowl in the net, but at the same time he knows that, today I don't want to bowl a single delivery. Also the experience helps. and at the same time the execution. He knows what he wants to bowl, and more often than not he executes well. So it's all about that. You have a clear picture in mind as to this is what I want to execute. In case of Bumrah also, it's very similar. When he comes to bowl the last couple of overs, he knows I'm going to bowl Yorkers and slower ones, if the batsman does something, and they're so good with the execution part. They have that confidence, and game after game, they just build on more and more confidence. So it's good for the side. And also what it does is, if Ash bowls 3 overs in the first 6, I can have that one extra over of Bumrah in the death, where he bowls 2 overs for me and Ashish bowls 1 over. So it gives me more opportunity to rotate the bowlers, and in different scenarios I can use different bowlers.
Thank you very much.